Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us on ABC50 Now Live. I'm Isabella Colello. We've had our fair share of hot days this summer, but we are seeing milder temperatures and less humidity in our 7-day forecast. Let's get the latest weather update from Storm Team meteorologist Kate Thornton.
Hey there, I'm meteorologist Kate Thornton. Our temperatures today, not too bad, feeling pretty comfortable with lower humidity and some sunshine going on this afternoon. We have temperatures rising to the upper 70s, and we'll keep it very nice this evening, mostly sunny and mainly clear overnight as well. Lows pretty comfortable, upper 50s to lower 60s. We wake up to some clouds around. We actually have a very weak cold front coming through tomorrow, so there might actually be a few brief passing showers, but most of us get away rain-free with those highs up near 80 degrees again. That front doesn't bring a lot of rain, but it does bring some much lower humidity, more comfortable weather for the overnight temperatures, and feeling just very nice for Friday and into the start of the weekend with plenty of sunshine to go around. Friday and Saturday highs mid-upper 70s. We'll keep it near 80 degrees on Sunday with some showers returning Monday into Tuesday.
A Redwood man has died as a result of a one-car crash on Bailey Settlement Road in the town of Alexandria on Monday evening. New York State Police responded to the crash shortly after 7 p.m. According to police, 47-year-old Stephen Gillette was driving north when he lost control of the truck he was driving and went off the shoulder, striking a utility pole and stopping over an embankment. Gillette was ejected from the truck. He was then transported to River Hospital in Alexandria Bay, where he was pronounced dead at the scene. The accident is under investigation by New York State Police. New York State Police are also investigating a vehicle and Amish buggy collision that occurred on Monday. According to police, 55-year-old Anthony Morrow of Theresa was traveling northbound on Route 37 when he failed to observe an Amish horse-drawn buggy that was also traveling north on the road. The Amish buggy was struck from behind, and the only person in the buggy, 29-year-old Joe Schwartzentruber of Evans Mills, was transported to Samaritan Medical Center and listed in stable condition with a head injury, according to New York State Police. Morrow was not injured, but was issued tickets in relation to the crash. Early in the morning on Friday, Fort Drum soldiers were reunited with their loved ones, marking the completion of a one-year-long deployment for the 10th Mountain Division's 548th Division Sustainment Support Battalion's Alpha Company.
A year of distance is over. Fort Drum soldiers are finally home. Celebrating the return of the 10th Mountain Division Sustainment Brigade, 548th Division Sustainment Support Battalion, over 150 soldiers reunited with their loved ones.
It's just really emotional to see him again. I really missed him. I get my daddy back today.
This marked the completion of a one-year deployment in Kuwait.
It's good to be home. The soldiers, all they've been talking about the past month is getting to see their families, so it was nice to see during the ceremony that they actually got to reunite.
Now, before the company returned to Fort Drum while they were in Kuwait, they were essentially in charge of sustaining the Army. Highlights included purifying water, bringing fuel to locations, and completing thousands of maintenance services.
We're pretty much there to get any kind of logistical support other units need and make sure it's there for them. Platoon, their whole mission the whole time we were out there was water purification, and during their time out there they were able to purify over 1 million gallons of water. The fuel, they were refueling thousands of gallons a week to aircraft, vehicles, and then we had our maintenance, which all the vehicles that are needed for the fuel and water missions, they were making sure they were ready to go.
While overseas, company leaders said the growth they saw from soldiers was remarkable.
So a lot of them grew, it challenged them. It was pretty rough in the beginning, but it just helped them grow as leaders.
And based on the smiles seen, everyone was happy these soldiers are finally home.
A parish couple has been arrested after police say they found several emaciated dogs covered in porcupine quills on Sunday. 41-year-old Christina LaValle and 42-year-old John Paul Barton were arrested after dogs were found on their property with porcupine quills in their face, nose, neck, and body. According to police, Barton was planning to shoot the dogs after stating he did not have enough money to take them to a veterinarian. 2 of the dogs were starving and hardly able to eat or drink. They were surrendered to the SPCA and taken to an emergency vet for treatment. Images of the dogs were provided by police, but due to their graphic nature, we are not including them here. You can find those images on our website. Both LaValle and Barton were issued appearance tickets and are scheduled to appear in court next week. Before we hear from Delaney, Keppner, and Tanya Roy about the upcoming AnchorCon event, let's take a look at upcoming local events with this week's Community Bulletin Board.
New Hope Baptist Church on Route 3 in Watertown will host a brass concert on Friday, August 12th, beginning at 7 p.m. Tim Zimmerman and the King's Brass will perform. Love Ogdensburg is a free event taking place on Saturday, August 13th at Dobisky Center Lawns in Ogdensburg. Free food, face painting, and more will be available from noon until 3 p.m. Live at the Bandstand, a free concert in Sackett's Harbor is scheduled for Saturday, August 13th. An array of musicians will perform from 1 p.m. until 9 p.m. 3 Mile Bay Fire Company will host a smoked pulled pork barbecue on Saturday, August 13th. The barbecue is a drive-through pickup event beginning at noon. Do you have an event you'd like to share with the community? Share it with us. Submit your event by going to our website, informnny.com. Then click on Community, then Community Events, and explain the event. ABC50 will then share your event with the North Country community. Are grocery prices these days making your eyes pop? ABC50 is here to help. Go to informnny.com all month long to enter for a chance to win $5,000 towards groceries for a year. One local winner will also receive $100 gift certificates from the two best barns in the North Country, Red Barn Meats in Croghan and Yellow Barn Winery on Route 66 just outside of Watertown. For full contest details, go to informnny.com. The Groceries for a Year sweepstakes is brought to you by Red Barn Meats, the Yellow Barn Winery, and ABC50. Delaney Keppner here with Tanya from AnchorCon. So thanks so much for being here, Tanya.
Thank you for having us.
No problem. And AnchorCon is the biggest Comic-Con event in the North Country. So just give us a slight overview about what it's all about.
So what we really wanted to do when the Clayton Rotary asked us to replace a fundraiser that they had going for years, we decided that we would create an event that we wanted to go to. So we brought all of the things that we love about big city Comic-Cons when you have to travel to go to those to Clayton, and that's how we ended up with 2.5 days of a packed floor and a packed schedule. We really couldn't fit everything into 2 days, so we had to overflow into Friday evening.
Yeah, so this isn't this weekend, it's next weekend, right?
Yes, so it starts Friday the 19th with our interactive movie, and then we run all day Saturday. The doors open at 9 for VIPs and at 10 o'clock for the general public, and go until 6 o'clock on Saturday and then 5 o'clock on Sunday.
Awesome. And there's so many things going on at this event, and it's set in Clayton, a beautiful place to have it, and you guys are even kind of incorporating the scenery into that. I saw something about cosplay boat tours.
Yes, so most Comic-Cons that you go to will offer an after-hours event, or their floor will stay open after hours, which is just really late into the evening or the next morning. And so we thought, what do we have to offer at AnchorCon in Clayton on the St. Lawrence River that no one else has to offer? And of course, the answer was the river itself. And so we paired with one of our sponsors, Clayton Island Boat Cruises, and we have a sunset cosplay karaoke cruise. So the entire boat will be filled with people who are ticket holders to AnchorCon. And if you purchase a VIP ticket, your ticket to the cruise is included. That's one of the perks that you get for purchasing that plus ticket. And we have our WWE wrestler, Dewey Murray, is going to be hosting karaoke. He was very excited to do that for us. There will be food included. There is a cash bar, and everyone will be dressed in cosplay or a costume of some sort, and you are free to enjoy the sunset, enjoy the river, enjoy karaoke, or maybe sing.
How awesome. But that honestly doesn't even scratch the surface of all the things you guys have going on. So want to tell me just a little bit about what you guys are offering? I know there's table play, video play. I mean, what are people walking into here?
Absolutely. So when we decided to put the event together, we knew there were kind of three audiences we wanted to capture. Those of us who dress up with our families for Halloween and to go see, the release of the new Marvel movie. We also wanted to capture people who were really those hardcore cosplayers who travel around around the state or sometimes outside of the state, looking for cosplay contests so that they can grow their skill set when it comes to creating those costumes. And then we also wanted to be able to offer an event for community members and families who had no idea what a Comic-Con was. So that's how we managed to fill the floor with something happening every hour for those 2 days that will appeal to one of those 3 types of people and families. So we started on Friday night. We are showing Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, with the 1971 version with Gene Wilder.
Oh my gosh.
And we always wonder what movie we should choose. You know, it's one of my favorite things to do. My company, the Butler Did It Players, is one of the sponsors of that movie, along with the Thousand Islands Library Group. And so because they sponsor us, we're able to do it in interactive format with actors and trivia and games and prizes and prop bags. So if you've ever been to a showing of Rocky Horror Picture Show, it's very similar. There are props, and you can sing along with the characters on the screen and yell out all your favorite lines. And so this year, when we were trying to pick the movie, it kind of became a no-brainer when we were able to sign on Dr. Peter Ostrom as one of our talents for the weekend. So he played Charlie in this particular version of the movie, and he will be with us on Saturday. But it only made sense to pick this movie since he was going to be with us.
How cool. And that's just kind of one of the celebrities you guys are going to have there this weekend. I know you guys are having a couple different people come. So tell us a little bit about the celebrities that are coming.
Absolutely. So we wanted to make sure that we were capturing all of the fandoms that we possibly could, you know, TV, movies, all that stuff. So we broke it down into a couple of different categories. So we have Dr. Ostrom with us Saturday only. And then for the entire weekend, we will have Josh Herdman, who played Goyle in all 7 Harry Potter movies. And he actually has the distinction of being one of the Harry Potter actors with the least number of lines. He was in all 7 movies, but has like the least number of lines of all of the named characters. And so he will be there. And he also actually went on to have a professional MMA career after he stopped acting. So he's going to talk about both of those things in his panel. We do have Dewey Murray, the WWE wrestler who was with us last year, and 2 of the walkers from The Walking Dead. If you were a fan of the show, seasons 1 through 7, if you saw the cover of Time magazine or you bought an action figure, it was one of these 2 guys. It was either Greg French or Michael Koski. They were the lead zombies, or the lead walkers, for those seasons. And then we kind of branched out a little into fandom cars. So we have a replica Trans Am from Smokey and the Bandit, and that kind of falls into that category of, okay, I want to meet Josh Herdman. I want to meet Peter Ostrom. What would my dad, what would my family want to come see? So we have the Smokey and the Bandit Trans Am. We also have the stunt-used, screen-timed Ecto-1. So that's owned by someone fairly local, and he does a lot of the local conventions, and he does a whole experience where you can get photos taken and all of that stuff. And then we also have some guest artists. So we have some local writers, some local authors, some local comic book creators, and they will be at their tables all weekend. You can talk to them, and they'll be presenting panels as well. So part of a Comic-Con is bringing in people who create things. And so we filled our vendor floor with local creators, people from New York State and beyond. And so you can come shop kind of their artistry and buy some cool things, or you can meet people who create that content.
How awesome. And I know you mentioned that even families that maybe haven't gone to an event like this before should come. And I saw something about a sensory room where people can kind of step out if they do have young kids, if it is overwhelming. So,
yep. So we have worked really hard to incorporate, I think we have 9 community groups coming. And what they're doing is they're providing events, workshops, and crafts for children of all ages. We are focusing this year on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory and Harry Potter. So I know one of the libraries is doing a wand making craft. The Watertown Library is doing a Hedwig craft. That's the owl from Harry Potter. So every single hour there is either a puppet show, a workshop, a storybook reading, or something that children can participate in, children and families can participate in, even if you don't want to dress up, or even if you don't have a favorite fandom. So if there's not a movie character that you love, or you don't want to dress up, you can still come and enjoy all of the puppet theaters and all of the crafts and the workshops that we have going on for kids.
For sure. It sounds awesome. And just because I'm curious, who are you going to be dressing up as
So
for the weekend?
Because I work the entire weekend, I dress up as Rosie the Riveter, so it's very easy to find me. You know, if people need something, they say just go find Rosie the Riveter. She wears a red bandana. She's very easy to find. But other people in my family are presenting panels and doing workshops. So we have Jim Goodenberry, who is from the Butler Did It Players, and he will be presenting our cos fighting workshop, which is how to do stage combat with lightsabers, and he will be Kylo Ren. And then he also does a Snape cosplay, and he will be presenting a Hogwarts class on Sunday, because Sunday is really our family day. Even though we have things for kids and families both days, our kids' cosplay contest and parade are on Sunday. So he will be teaching a class on Sunday. And then, of course, our cosplay coordinator is actually nationally known. We're showing a movie called Cosplay Universe, and she was part of the making of that movie, and she was featured in that movie. So she has, I don't even know what cosplays she will have, but they're always fantastic and outrageous, and, you know, made with pipe and tape and glue and all kinds of stuff that I would hurt myself with if I tried.
How awesome. And I do know Jim, so I know they're all professionals along with
Yes.
you, experts on AnchorCon. So where can people get tickets and get more information about everything?
So our website is pretty all-encompassing. If you look up anchorcomicon.com, that's actually the name of our Facebook page and our Instagram. We go by AnchorCon, but we are Clayton Rotary's Anchor Comic Con officially. And there is information on how to get to us, where to find us, where to stay. The weekend schedule has now been published, as well as the tabletop gaming schedule and the video gaming schedule. And you can buy tickets. There's a ticket link. You just have to pick your particular day. So one of the nice things is the Friday night movie is open to the public. You spend $5. You do not have to have an AnchorCon ticket, and you can come be part of the movie. If you purchase your ticket online, you are guaranteed a prop bag. If you do not purchase online, it's first come, first serve at the door for those prop bags, because we never know how many people we will have, and it was one of our best attended events last year. Then you can pick a ticket just for Saturday or Sunday, but our VIP tickets, our family pack tickets, and our weekend tickets are 50% savings or more over buying those tickets individually. And that's one of the things that Rotary wanted to do, knowing that this is a fundraiser for them. They wanted to make it easy for everyone to afford. So almost everything inside the convention on the floor is completely free and included in the cost of your ticket, with very little exception, and all of those are very clearly marked. And that includes all of the tabletop tournaments. And then in our video game room, not only is there tournaments and free play, but we were able to bring in some virtual reality from the Syracuse University Library. We have esports coming out of Governor, and then our local virtual reality place will also be in there.
Well, how cool. It seems like you guys thought of everything there is. Is there anything else you want to add about the event that the people should know?
Only that if you aren't sure what you're getting into, or you're not sure what you're coming for, you should definitely come anyway. You know, I am a person who goes to Comic-Cons for panels, so they put me in charge of that schedule and of, you know, finding people to create those. Some of them are experts, some of them are fans, but they're all fantastic. But then there are other people who come just for the cosplay, and we had a local artist created these absolutely beautiful, color-changing mermaid trophies that you will get, along with cash prizes. Other people come to shop. We doubled the size of our vendor floor this year by moving the stage. So we actually have twice as many vendors selling twice as many items as we had last year. If you just want to spend all day, you know, playing Pokemon or D&D, we have that going for you. And we have, you know, the video game room. But if you don't know, just come wander around. And, you know, by the time you make it around the floor, we have several photo ops. You might get your photo taken. You might meet one of your favorite characters on the floor. We have the 501st, which and Rebel Legion coming out of Syracuse, along with the Droid Builders Club. North Country Crusaders come, and they do some of my favorite cosplays. They had V from Vendetta was there last year on stilts. That was so much fun. So there will be, you know, robots roaming the floor, as well as people roaming the floor. And something new that we did this year for photo ops is we're actually doing green screen photo ops. So you can ask us to put you inside any fandom, any movie, any TV show, and we can do that and then take your picture for free, and we email that off to you.
Sounds like anybody's dream.
I'm hoping.
So thank you, Tanya, for being with us.
Thank you.
AnchorCon, not this weekend, but next weekend. All that information on their website, Facebook, and Instagram. We'll send it back to Izzy at the desk for some more North Country local news.
Off-duty police officers will no longer be allowed to carry their weapons while attending the New York State Fair. Our sister station News Channel 9 obtained an email issued to police departments regarding the change. According to the email that was signed by New York State Police Major Michael Tonight, on-duty officers are allowed to carry guns, but the State Department of Agriculture and Markets has chosen not to allow duty officers to carry firearms on the fairgrounds property. If you're attending the Brantley Gilbert concert in Watertown next week, you'll want to know that the concert will now be indoors. The country music star will be performing at the Watertown Fairgrounds, but the concert has been moved inside the arena. The show is still set to begin at 7 p.m. Tickets can be purchased by calling DPAO or visiting their website, and general admission tickets can be purchased at local Kinney drug stores. President Biden signed the PACT Act today, expanding health care benefits for veterans exposed to burn pits. Prior to the president's signing of the bill, I spoke with Benjamin Pomerantz, the New York State Division of Veterans Services Deputy Director for Program Development and Training, about what it means for veterans in the North Country.
First, controversy. Now, celebration. The PACT Act expected to be signed into law on Wednesday. This legislation will expand benefits to veterans exposed to harmful chemicals based on when and where they served, by adding 23 new medical issues to the VA's list of covered conditions. This includes burn pits in the post-9/11 era, which hits home for many North Country veterans.
We know the legacy and the history of the 10th Mountain Division at Fort Drum, right? And the amount of deployments they've had to combat theaters from 9/11, 2001 onward to the present day. Those individuals who are combat veterans of that post 9/11 generation, they're going to benefit from those expanded health care provisions.
But the PACT Act doesn't stop there.
Once signed into law, this bill will not only support the post-9/11 veterans, but also the hundreds of Vietnam War veterans that call the North Country home.
So far this year, we've helped about 400 Vietnam veterans. Our county is one of the busiest as far as veteran services go because of Fort Drum. So it opens up the door for a lot more people that maybe didn't have a claim before. Now they do.
Advocates say it's been a long time coming.
Cost of war is not simply on the battlefield. Cost of war extends a long way out after that.
I did work with people that served in these areas. This allows for them to feel validated, for them to feel like what they went through, they can now, have some kind of closure in some ways.
For veterans seeking expanded benefits, call your local Veterans Affairs office, where people are ready to help.
Offices on the Jefferson Community College campus will be closed Friday, August 12th for scheduled maintenance and are set to reopen on Monday, August 15th. Classes for the fall semester begin on August 29th, and there's still time to apply. You can find admissions information on JCC's website. Here at ABC50, we continue to celebrate our North Country Class of 2022 seniors.
It is with great pleasure I present to you the Class of 2022. Celebrate your seniors and go to informnny.com to submit the name and school of your graduating senior. On the last day of each month, your senior will have the chance to win a prize pack worth $200 from our sponsors. What a great way to end the school year. Congratulations! Best of luck on all your future endeavors from your friends at Bonaparte Pharmacy in Harrisville, New York.
You can find the Senior Send-Off Sweepstakes along with more chances to win on our website under the Contest tab. And while you're here, you can also subscribe to our daily newsletter for local news delivered right to your inbox every morning. And you can continue to stay up to date by tuning into News Channel 9 on ABC50 for a full hour of news, weather, and sports every weekday at 5:30 p.m. Thank you for watching ABC50 Now. I'm Isabella Colello. We'll see you again next week.